once you did all the things actually with the notification, like configuration from developer account, configuration from your side and all, there is some desktop tool is there called pusher, so which can help you to push the notification without server also. That's fine. So what whenever you are going to pass the push notification, there is a payload will comes. Okay, so the payload will be looks like this. So whenever you are going to pass the data, so you should pass the payload, and that payload will be looks like this. No, what's wrong with the text? Delete this, open new. Okay. Okay, this is a payload of that push. Okay, so the payload is gonna start with APS. Okay, inside the APS body there is an alert like this. It can be anything, whatever you want, you can pass it, and it's gonna close body and title. The payload looks like this. Okay, so this is a simple payload. So in this particular payload, we don't have any kind of any kind of things actually. So through this particular payload, if you are observing, you don't have anything. So what is there inside this payload? Alert is there. Inside the alert, there is a body, there is a text description of your push notification and the title. Got my point? So whatever the payload you are going to pass in the push notification, that payload must be in the form of JSON, which is going to start with APS as a root key. Inside the APS, there is an alert. So inside the alert, you can write a body. Body going to indicate the description of that particular payload, whereas the title is going to indicate the photos. Right. For example, save the image. Okay. Open the video in tab. Now, other guys, this video. So this guy is testing the push notification on simulator. So if you see in the left side option, you have a payload. So this payload, if you are dragging simulator, then so if you see in this push notification, it's a simple push notification. Okay, so this simple push notification will come like this. Only the title. So whatever the title you are passing in the payload, whatever the title you are passing in the payload, that is going to consider as the title of your push notification. You can see the title of the push notification. So collect is the app name, photos is the title, and this is whatever the next body text is there, that is the description. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let me pass you a tool called, now this one. So this is a simple desktop tool called Pusher, which is gonna install, which is going to install you directly the push notification, directly the push notification services too. So without server, for the testing purpose, if you want this Pusher binary, you can use. So you can download the library and you can use it. So if you observe here, it looks like this: com dot your ID, then this is the device token, and 1 minute. So payload, and send this payload and push, then instantly you can get. So this is a best tool the people are going to use actually for pushing the APNS in the app. Okay, let me share this one to you. this one. Will maximum I will try to use it once if we got really the approval from the Apple. Okay, don't worry about it. So this is an NW pusher. It is a desktop tool. Once if you install this one, then you will get a simple desktop tool where you can provide the push notification without server. Okay, so these are the simple push notification which has a payload, and inside that payload only the body and title will be there. You don't have anything. But so later on in the version of 11, what they did actually, Apple is introduced some other concepts called rich push notification. Okay, so what is that rich push notification means? By using the rich push notification, you can send image, attachment, video, means you can send some graphical data, UI data. So if you want to pass a simple text only, then you can go for the normal push notification, which has the body and the title. Body is indicating the description, and whereas the title will be indicate the title is going to indicate the title of the push notification. Okay, but if you want to pass any kind of any kind of attachments, then the payload is going to change. So the payload will be changed in the form of, let me give you the payload. Okay, see this particular payload. If you observe this particular payload, APS alert, APS alert, then inside the alert body, this is a body description of the payload. Now I have a category again, which is giving file and mutable content. One means true actually, image URL. Okay, then let me check. Okay, so this is going to call as a rich push notification payload. Okay, can you see the difference? Can you see the difference?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the difference in the payload?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you can see the difference, right? So the first thing is that the body or title is common. Any kind of push notification, normal push notification or the rich push notification, content, body and the title is common. But additionally, in the rich push notification, you will get categories and you will get the mutable content. One in the sense true, whereas the image URL you can provide. So you can provide the image URL, you can provide the videos, you can provide any binary file in that particular one, and the event type file added. And these all are having actions also. So when you long press on that one, you can see certain kind of actions also. So let's see how to integrate the rich push notification inside the push notification app. Okay, so push notification app and the rich push notification app doesn't have the difference. So what is the difference means? Whatever the push notification implementation is there, on top of that one, in order to show these images or videos or audios inside that particular payload, we have to do some additional content thing, only content related stuff. Okay, Let's go and dig into that one. Now I'm closing this particular one. Delete it. Let's open the push notification app. Okay. So if you see in the push notification app, you have app delegate where you implemented the registration related code, where you implemented the read register remote notification, lots of blah blah blah, lot of stuffs are there, right? This is not going to support rich push notification. Okay, this is not going to support rich push notification. What it is going to support? Simple push notification which has a title and the description. That means for this implementation you have to send a payload in such a way that APNS has a root key. Inside the APS, alert is a sub key. Inside the alert, you have to write body and the title. Title is giving the alert title, whereas the body is going to give the description. But this is not going to support any kind of attachments. Okay. So in order to support any kind of attachments, you have to go for rich push notification. Okay. Let's see. So how to integrate rich push notification along with push notification means simply go to the project and say new target, file new target. Okay, so inside the target you have something called notification service extension. Okay, notification service extension. Done, guys? Now click on this notification service extension. It will give the name. So what is a good idea to do? Okay, so what is a good idea to do here? Take the project name. So file new target, notification service extension. So push notification. Mm, notification service extension. Notification service extension. Click on finish. So it will say activate it. Yeah, simply just activate it. Done.
Yes, sir.
So what happened right now, if you see how many targets are constructed? Two targets are there. One is a normal target, which is app, which is going to create a app, and which is going one more is a notification service extension, which are for the only rich push notification. It is for only rich push notification. Okay. And one more thing you have to observe in the project directory also. In project directory, there is there is a new target also constructed.
Yes, sir. Service extension.
right? So expand this target. This is your normal application. Are we created anything yesterday? No, right?
No, sir.
Oh, yesterday also we constructed, I think. See here. Yesterday 22nd. I think let me remove this thing. I don't know which I created yesterday. I'm not sure why I was created this one. Okay. So notification service extension. So if you see in this one, you have certain kind of code internal in this class. So if you see notification service, UN notification service extension, content handler is a content handler, best attempt content, mutable content, did receive, okay, a request, did receive request, UN notification request with the content handler of content handler, self.content handler equal to content handler, best attachment request, whatever maybe. This is
Yes, sir.
okay. So this is a default one, but what is our requirement is that if my attachment having any image, okay, so if my attachment having any image, I want to display that particular image. That means if there is an image in the payload, we have to display that particular image. Okay, we have to show that particular image. So whatever the thing is there, keep it this one. Just we are going to make sure some additional thing we are going to do in this particular class. Okay. So extension of UN notification request. Fine. Where attachment UN notification attachment then guard statement check. Let attachment equals to content. So dot user info. So you remember the payload what we are passing. No, this is not. Payload. Let me get back the payload again. What's the payload we are using? Yeah. Let's say this is our payload. Let's say it is our payload. So mutable content one means attachment actually. Okay. Okay. If you see here, mutable content one in the sense attachment is there. If mutable content is a zero, then attachment is not there. So this is going to indicate. So title and body is the same stuff. Additionally, you will get a payload mutable content attachment one. So it's true and there is the image URL. Okay. So what we have to do, is it clear the payload?
Yes, sir.
Payload is clear now because only the difference between that particular payload and this particular payload is simply this particular part only. You will get additional information in this one. Okay. So go back, guard let attachment content and check the payload, that is image underscore what we are saying that URL. Okay. So this one we are extracting as a string. Fine. Then from this one, you have to get the data. Let, so image data equals to, so whatever the attachment you got, that is a URL, end URL. Try data content of, we need URL, content of URL. So you already got the string, right? So URL of string of attachment. So else return. URL optional must be. Okay. Okay. So let's say you got the image data. If you got the image data, then say return try optional. So UN notification attachment link. What is change? Let me go and check. Identify URL type. The URL to the attachments data. If you have written this attachment from then URL use security scope. Attachment type. Let me check. It's not available. One second. Application. Okay, small change. So here, previously you can pass the data directly now into the attachment. Right now the procedure is changed. So what's gonna happen, this is not supporting directly. So this image have to store in temporary location and return back as attachment. Okay, return back as an attachment. So what you have to do, just you have to work with the file manager. Let file manager equals to file manager dot default manager. Get the file manager, then creating something like this subfolder URL file path, then subfolder path equal to file URL path appending the path component to this one. Take this one. Done.
Yes.
Okay, next do. So there is a possibility of crash also. Catch. So you are not saving in the desk. Okay, don't forget about that. You are not saving on the desk, just you are saving temporary location here. file manager, temporary subfolder, process info of process inflow, globally unique string, file URL path, NS URL path of NS URL path of that particular temporary file path, and get the subfolder. And so how to write the file? Try file manager dot create directory. Okay, create directory URL. We got the URL, right? That is a temporary subfolder URL, right? With intermediate directory. If there is a possibilities, make it true, then attributes nothing. Created a temporary directory for our application. Then let file URL equals to. So in this particular directory, just we have to add then a temporary subfolder. So we know this is a temporary subfolder. Okay. Dot appending path component and give the component anything. Let's say I'm saying that attachment dot png, jpg, gif, whatever the format you want, whatever the attachment you got, you can verify that what attachment type they got in that particular file itself. So I'm giving that attachment. Then try. So we know the right data. We got the data from the user, that is the image data. So we'll say image data dot write. It can throw the exception, no problem. So URL, that is a file URL. Okay. Then options are nothing. This is gonna write the file into the temporary directory. Okay. So after writing into the temporary directory, read it. I mean to say send this one. So I can say simply return attachment identifier. So whatever the identifier you are giving, the same identifier. I can see identifier as attachment.png. Okay, then the URL is file URL, then optional. I don't have any options right now. Let me check what are the options combinations can be passed. Nothing. Options can be nil. So it can throw exception. So simply say try. Lots of exceptions. We got catch block. Maybe you can say print error and error object, or else return. This is additional thing.